Good stuff. This is a collective read for the sign of Scorpio, those in recovery. Take what resonates, whatever messages. There's going to be random messages all across the board, so just take whatever resonates. But this reading is meant for you. If you want a private reading, all the information is linked down below the video. All of my social media, all that other ish. Thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Thank you so much for everything. Okay, let's start this off. What does the Scorpio Recovery Collective need to know at this time for their highest good? Please only let those that walk in the light in. Thank you for another day not promised. Thank you for all the guidance, support, and love. We are nothing without it or you. Amen. Okay, Scorpio, what do we got going here? You show up. You showed up. Scorpio in the 11th house. Okay, so you're going into a rebirthing phase. You're going into, it feels like you're coming into something completely new. Maybe this started like late last year, or early this year, somewhere in between there, but this feels like a project or like something that's putting you out into the public. Making a lot of friends. I feel some apathy going on here. I feel some apathy. If I see the 9 of Cups reversed, it's like maybe possibly there's things that are being given to you, but you don't see them because they're not exactly what you want, but they're going to lead you to what you want. And there's this feeling of indecision going on. This feeling of indecision. And it's like, it's kind of, you're going within, you're looking at all of your options. You're looking at what you really do want. Possibly this new thing was something that you manifested and you didn't even realize that you did it. And you came into the realization that you manifested it and it's not exactly what you want. So you're in hermit mode. And hermit isn't a bad card, especially upright. Hermit has the entire journey within the card. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Gratitude is needed here though. Definitely some gratitude for sure. Okay, I'm seeing the 7 of Swords here and the Knight of Wands. I'm honestly feeling like for some of you, there could be like a rush into like different friendships and relationships. Maybe like a Knight of Wands comes in really passionate, okay? They come in with a lot of communication. They come in very passionate, hot and heavy, but they tend to kind of waver. So no 13th stepping, okay? Don't be 13th stepping. If you don't know what 13th stepping is, it's basically like coming into the rooms and hitting on someone because they're hot, but they're new in recovery or something like that. You know, like don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, Scorpio. They're asking you to rest. They're asking you to rest, and they're asking you to put faith in your hopes and your dreams, because this might not be exactly what you want at this time, but it's helping you to get there. And it's taking off. It's taking off. Definitely. Excuse me. There could be a need to heal that throat chakra. So you're definitely coming from an origin story. Like you're coming from a place where you are finding victory from failure. I don't know what you've attempted in the past or like what happened for you and then it all fell by the wayside, but Tower reversed is like, with the King of Pentacles looking at this Tower reversed, it's like this King of Pentacles knows. This King of Pentacles knows. They remember what happened. They remember the devastating events, the incomprehensible demoralization that happened. And they're ready to move on. They're ready to move into victory, right? But I think you guys are struggling with what victory looks like for you. I think you struggle with what victory looks like for you. I feel like some of you could have possibly come into money, or you thought that money was going to be the answer, or financial opportunity was going to be the answer, and you're feeling a little empty. You're feeling a little empty after all those promises you made yourself. There is movement coming. There is movement coming, but why are you coming in as a page? For some of you, I feel like there's a possible like intern coming in. Yeah, there's someone who's coming to join you. What's this 5 of Wands reverse? Why is there an inner battle? For some of you, there's like an apprentice coming in to help you out, or an assistant. For others of you, it's like you have this perception of, okay, so like, this is how you came up earlier in the reading, right? This is who you are. This is how you stand. But you don't see yourself that way. You see yourself as a page. You see yourself as the inner child. Whatever happened to you, whatever traumatic event happened to you that just kind of really gave you this inner turmoil. I don't know who, it feels like for some of you, there was somebody that you grew up with that was very successful, financially successful, and they only showed you that side, like that happy side of themselves when they had the finances, or they bought things for you, or you just saw how happy they were, but you didn't see how much turmoil they were actually going through while they were having those finances. Or like you have this story in your head that finances is what's going to help you to find the girl or guy or non-binary or whatever your preference is. Like there's this need for finance with you. Some of you have already found your Empress. Some of you have already found your Empress. Empress is like the mother card for me. This feels like a very masculine read to me, actually, which is funny. But it's with Empress, it's for some of you, you've already found your Empress. You've already found the person that you want to marry. It's just a matter of delegating and talking to them. But I feel like you only see it through this material lens. You really, really struggle with your intuition. It's like, it almost feels like your intuition is telling you about somebody, a possible partner that could be, but you don't feel like you have the right, you don't feel like you have the right words. Or maybe you're even afraid of your own intentions towards this individual. I feel like there's a need to, like, you're Scorpio, you're intuitive. You're the shit. Like, you are intuitive. You know. Yeah, King of Swords. And then you're coming up as the King of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles underneath it. You know who this person is. But it's very difficult for you. It's like, you're unsure in that path. It's like, it's weird too, because normally when I pull up the moon for a Scorpio, I mean, you even show up on the cards. It's like, wait, that's the crab. That's the moon. Don't listen to me. No, you're just incredibly intuitive. You're a water sign. You know what you know what you know. But I feel like this is an avenue or a department that you've never been down before, or you have been down it before and it's only created chaos and ugliness. And that's why you're so unsure. Okay. Justice will happen. I feel like inevitably you will communicate. You're almost there. But I keep feeling like you're in these thought patterns, these thought loops of self-sabotage. What's this justice? Let's clarify the justice that's happening here. Yeah, the justice. You're going to go after your passions. You're going to offer something to her. She comes up as the Queen of Wands. So this is somebody who would be very, very into their own passions. This would be somebody who is very much has their own life, but is looking to connect with somebody else. Could be hot and heavy. It could be a little bit passionate. And you are still offering pentacles. So be aware of that, okay? For some of you, this could mean financial help with this endeavor that's happening. I'm hearing for some of you, this partner that you're looking at, or this person that you know, maybe they're not directly related to exactly how you're finding success in the business world financially, but somehow I feel like you two will connect. Like this person will help to level out the situation. So just make sure that you're doing an emotional inventory, guys. Make sure that you know where you're at and where your heart is at, and you're actually listening to your heart. Because I feel like you're so stuck in these expectation loops that you just get very frustrated and exhausted when it doesn't happen that way. And maybe you tend to isolate yourself. Maybe you tend to not want to be in the limelight or talk to people when you're that way, but that's exactly what you need to do in that scenario. Eighth house in Libra. Yeah, relationships, personal power, finding your own personal power within relationships in a healthy and balanced way. This is like a major change happening for you in your perspective when it comes to relationships, partnerships. So Libra, it's like everybody talks about marriage with Libra and stuff like that, and marriage is, but Libra also talks about trying to obtain balance, looking for balance, not just being in balance. Wow. There's expansion and movement forward. There's expansion and movement forward. You could possibly be, this person could be messaging you or texting you. You guys could be FaceTiming. Yeah, it's like this is what you need for completion. You need to embrace your heart. Embrace your cups, which is a weird thing for me to say for Scorpio, because you guys are super intense. But right now it feels like there's some kind of financial situation that you've been focused on that's not coming out exactly the way that you planned it to come out. And it's very difficult for you to let go. But there's a need to let that go because there's a need to open up your heart. There's something you're not seeing in your physical reality because your heart isn't open. That could be a new relationship with somebody who could help you. That could be just opening your heart up to this individual that you're thinking about. But you're moving forward into the future. It's a really positive read, guys. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'll take it. Let's do some guidance cards. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know from the recovery collective? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. If you feel like your whole world is kind of coming out of balance, and maybe that could be the reason why you're so focused on your financial, is because your emotional world is kind of topsy-turvy, but that's because you're creating something new. That's because you're not meant to be in the old. You're not meant to be there. That's why you feel you don't resonate with it. The ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Someone's going through a spiritual awakening. Someone's going through a spiritual awakening. I'm really being told right now to be careful with the narratives that happen in your head. Be careful with your expectations of other people. Make sure that you're communicating what's on your mind. Because I feel like sometimes you can let your thoughts go a little bit too far down to the road of what could be, what could happen, and control. So there's a real need to surrender right now for you guys. And I know surrender fucking sucks. I know nobody wants to fucking hear that, but it's true. There is a real need for surrender. I feel like getting out and helping others is helping you, though. I do see some of you actually like opening up your hearts in other ways, like in charity and stuff like that. And you're on the right path. If you're doing that and you're opening up your heart and you're trying to like get a service position, or you're trying to help other people that are just coming into recovery, or trying to help people in the workplace, trying to help apprentices, people that aren't as far on the journey as you are, that's really going to help you. And that's helping you to help open you up for other possibilities in more emotional ways. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of kindness. There is no failure. There is no failure, my friend. Okay, that's like first word I heard in my head was failure, denial. And this fear is because of failure. It's something happened in the past, something detrimental happened in the past where it's like it is so hard for you to look over what happened. I'm hearing that some of you got bullied. I'm hearing that some of you didn't have proper father figures, or you weren't close with your father figure. But there's a real denial there, and just know that fear is a mile wide and paper thin. All you have to do is walk through it. I promise. Take it from somebody who knows. Take it from somebody who's had traumatic events happen to me, and I've had to take incredible risks in the last year. Like, take it from somebody who knows it's all gonna be okay, no matter what. No matter what destruction, rebirth, anything that happened, it's gonna be okay. I've been through it too. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. I promise. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Open up that heart, my Scorpio friends. I love all of you. Until next time, if you guys are interested, I do readings on my Instagram sometimes, and I'm also on the app Happs, Happs, as Curiouscrane. So anyways, I love all of you, and until next time, bye.